Hi, this is Edith, Instructional Innovation Trainer at Klamath Community College, and in this video I am going to go over the OneNote Home Tab. As I mentioned in my previous video, that OneNote is like a digital notebook, so instead of having to bring a physical paper notebook or notepad and having to write notes in those and then transcribe them into a word processing document, this might save you a step. This is especially useful if you have a laptop, touchscreen, iPad, tablet, smartphone, because you can actually write on to the note page with a stylus if that is a functionality that you have available to you. Starting with the first thing, you can actually paste anything here. If you have something that you've copied, you can just right click and click paste. You do have the option of keeping the source formatting, merging the formatting, just keeping the text only, or inserting a picture. Format Painter is if you like the particular view of something that you've created and you want it to go throughout the document, you can actually do that by selecting the content and then clicking on the Format Painter and then select the other information that you want to look like the previous information. Everybody probably has a basic understanding of this part of the basic text that's available in almost every single one of Office's programs. So I'm not going to go into depth about that, but I do want to show you that you can change the default font. Mine used to be Calibri 11, and that is the default that Microsoft sets. I prefer Tahoma 12. So what I did was I went into File and Options, and right here on the very first screen, I can change the default font right here. Heading styles, again, that is something that is available in most Office programs. So if you want to change the style of the heading, you can do that here, or you can leave it the way it is. If I had information in here, so I'm going to go ahead and put some information in. Now, when I am typing within the document, you will see that a text box is created. It does take a little bit of getting used to. If you are writing with like a stylus or a finger or even with a mouse, you won't have this same function, and we'll go over that in another video. But what's nice about this is I can actually move this anywhere I want within the document. The other thing I can do is I can create a table straight from here as well. And how I would create a table without having to go into insert and table and all of that is I would begin typing, and then when I hit tab, it creates another cell. And I can hit tab for as many cells as I need to create. If I want to add additional information, I just hit enter. Make note that if you hit enter more than once, it then becomes its own table, and then you don't have the opportunity to build off of that table, but you can create a whole new table. Tags. Tags are useful when you are creating your notebook page and you want to highlight something that is important or something you need to follow up with, or you have other information that you just want to make sure that you're aware of. You can go in here and perhaps I want to put a tag here. I can click on that and then I get a checkbox and I can check it off when I'm done. This is also really useful if you are collaborating with other individuals, because perhaps each of you are taking something different to do. Then if you have those check boxes, people can go in and check them off as they get them done. I can also mark it as important. Perhaps I have a question, and we can keep going on. We have all of this information here. You can even customize a tag. So if you want a tag that is not available on there, or you want to create your own, just go in there, say new, and then you put in whatever the name is of the tag that you want to create. Perhaps you want to put somebody's name. You can also select a style so that it's associated with that tag, and a font color and a highlight color. So you have some options here. I suggest you go in and look around if this is something you're interested in. Since to do is a tag that is used a lot, it is just available on the main ribbon. I can also find tags. So if I have tags within my document, I can look right here and it shows me all my tags. I can also group them in different ways by going through here. I can also change my notebook down here. There may be more notebooks that I want to look in. Outlook tasks. I can actually make this an Outlook task. So I can click here and say, I want to do something with this today. I can click on this tag and change it to checked off that I've finished it. But the other thing I could do is I can right click on it and open the task in the Outlook window, and there it is. So I can actually see it. I can also forward it to another individual if I want them to complete a task for me. If I want to email the page, which is just this, it's not the whole notebook, it's just the page, and you can see that here now. So the person who I would be sending to actually gets a link to the OneNote notebook, and they also have all the information that was on that page. Last but not least, we have meeting details. So if you have a meeting and you want to take notes, or you want to bring in information from the meeting, date, time, persons who attended, how you met, you can do that. So you can see here I have a bunch of meetings that I had today. I can actually select one of those, or I can go to another day and do that as well. So I'll go ahead and click this one. So you can see here that I have the meeting subject, the date, what the location was. I can also link to an Outlook item if I click on there. I can see the invitation message, so if I click on that, which should show me all of that information, which there was no invitation message, so there was nothing to show. Who are the participants? So I'm the only one, but if there were multiple people, it would show up here. And then I can begin writing my notes here. That is the Home tab in OneNote. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to contact me. My email is warden@clarencc.edu. My extension is 340, and you can find me in the Skype directory, Edith Warden. Thank you and have a great day.